What if I told you there's a college dropout who went from living in his parents' garage to building a $65 million empire? Not once, but twice? No trust fund, no Silicon Valley connections, just a kid from New Zealand who got tired of corporate meetings and discovered something that would change everything. Sam Ovens didn't just build one empire and coast. He sold his $40 million consulting business at its peak to bet everything on his next vision. Most people would call that crazy. But when you understand how Sam thinks, you'll see it's pure genius. Every time I hear another rags to riches story, I roll my eyes. Not because success isn't possible, but because most of these stories skip the messy parts. The failures that nearly broke them. The moments when everyone, including their parents, thought they'd lost their minds. So when I heard about Sam Ovens going from garage to $65 million, I had to dig deeper. Is this real entrepreneurial brilliance or just another polished success story? What I found wasn't just inspiring. It was a masterclass in how to actually build wealth from nothing. And the plot twist? His biggest win might not be the empire he already built. Sam didn't start out wanting to be an entrepreneur. He started wanting to escape. Growing up in Auckland, New Zealand, Sam followed the blueprint perfectly. Went to college, studied business, landed an internship at Vodafone, a major telecommunications company. By 21, he was the family success story. Air-conditioned office, steady paycheck, clear path up the corporate ladder. But here's what most people miss about future entrepreneurs. They're not satisfied by what satisfies everyone else. Sam sat in those corporate meetings and felt empty. Keynote presentations about nothing. Politics over productivity. The realization that this could be the next 40 years of his life. After returning from the island, Sam made a decision that horrified everyone around him. He quit his job at Vodafone, dropped out of college, and moved back into his parents' garage. Not a bedroom, the actual garage. He slept on a couch and worked from a desk made of a door and concrete blocks. His first business idea was a job network for New Zealand, basically the opposite of traditional job sites, where companies would find candidates instead of candidates applying for jobs. Sam spent 9 months and $10,000 of his savings building it in secret, paranoid that someone would steal his idea. He even locked the garage doors and windows while working. Launch day came. Sam was ready for thousands of users and instant success. 0 customers, 0 revenue, 0 traction. Most people would have gone back to corporate life. Sam started business number 2, To the Desk, a meal delivery service bringing restaurant food directly to office workers. Sound familiar? This was years before DoorDash and Uber Eats became household names. Sam had the right idea, but none of the resources to execute it properly. Another 12 months, another $10,000 gone, still 0 revenue. Instead of building first and hoping customers would come, he did something radical. He talked to people first, specifically property managers. Not because he knew anything about property management, but because he'd learned to pick a specific niche instead of trying to serve everyone. For 3 weeks, Sam called property managers across New Zealand. No sales pitch, no hidden agenda, just genuine curiosity about their biggest problems. After talking to about 20 property managers, a clear pattern emerged. Property inspections were a nightmare. They were using digital cameras, clipboards, and pens, then manually typing up reports later. Hours of work for each inspection. But here's what separated Sam from other entrepreneurs. He didn't just find a problem. He validated demand before building anything. Sam pre-sold $5,000 worth of software licenses before writing a single line of code. He called it Snap Inspect, a mobile app that would let property managers do inspections on their phones and automatically generate reports. This time, when he launched, customers were waiting. Snap Inspect worked, property managers loved it, but Sam noticed something interesting. The real money wasn't in the software. It was in the consulting. On the side, Sam had been building custom websites for local businesses. That side hustle was more profitable than his main business. So he made a decision that seemed backwards, but was actually brilliant. He focused on the more profitable activity. Sam launched his consulting business in 2014, teaching other entrepreneurs how to start and grow their own businesses. His first year, $500,000 in revenue. But Sam didn't stop there. He systematized everything, the niche-first approach. Instead of trying to help everyone, he focused specifically on people who wanted to start consulting businesses. Pre-validation. Before creating any program, he pre-sold it to make sure people actually wanted it. Content-driven growth. He documented his entire journey online, sharing both successes and failures. Scalable delivery. Instead of one-on-one consulting, he created training programs that could serve thousands of people at once. The system worked, and by 2015, Sam had generated $1.2 million in revenue. Just a year later, that number skyrocketed to $18.25 million, a turning point that marked the beginning of something extraordinary. In 2016, Sam acquired the domain consulting.com and rebranded his entire operation. His flagship program, the Consulting Accelerator, quickly became the gold standard for aspiring consultants, attracting thousands of students and producing remarkable success stories. Over the next few years, his business continued to scale rapidly, reaching $30 million in revenue by 2018 and $40 million by 2019. Along the way, his training helped create dozens of millionaires, hundreds of six-figure earners, and thousands of people who were able to leave their jobs to run their own consulting businesses. His impact didn't go unnoticed. Forbes named him to their 30 under 30 list and estimated his net worth at $65 million by the age of 27. What set Sam apart from most information product entrepreneurs was his focus on results. While many prioritized selling courses, Sam was obsessed with creating real transformations. The Consulting Accelerator offered more than just videos and worksheets. It featured detailed technical tutorials, live community support, step-by-step implementation guides, and personal celebrations for student milestones. When a student reached 7 figures in revenue, Sam would even charter a private jet to celebrate with them. With profit margins of 50 to 60%, his business model was not only lucrative, but also self-sustaining, growing stronger each year without the need for outside funding. Here's where Sam's story takes an unexpected turn that separates visionaries from everyone else. By 2019, Consulting.com was generating $40 million annually and could have easily been Sam's retirement plan. Most entrepreneurs would have optimized and coasted. Instead, Sam did something that seemed insane. He started building his replacement. Sam noticed something crucial about his students. They weren't just completing the courses, they were thriving in the community. The Facebook groups, the peer interactions, the relationships formed in his programs were often more valuable than the actual content. That observation sparked an idea. What if community-based learning could replace traditional education entirely? Sam spent an entire year interviewing potential co-founders, 600 interviews, until he found Daniel Kang, a developer so talented that major tech companies had been chasing him for years. "I can build anything, Sam. All I need is someone who can dream," Daniel told him. They launched School, a platform that combines community, courses, and events in one place. Instead of passive video consumption, School emphasizes active engagement, gamification, and real relationships between learners. The timing was perfect. When COVID-19 hit and the world went into lockdown, people craved community more than ever. But here's the shocking part. In 2023, Sam sold Consulting.com entirely, the $40 million annual revenue business that had made him wealthy. He sold it to focus completely on School. "I'm going all in on School," he announced. Most people called him crazy. Why abandon a proven moneymaker for an unproven startup? Because Sam saw something others didn't: the future of education. Sam Oven's story isn't just about building wealth. It's about thinking in systems instead of tactics. These are the few lessons we can take from Sam. Those 1. Failure is market research. Sam's first 3 business failures weren't setbacks. They were expensive education that taught him what actually matters: solving real problems for specific people. 2. Validation before creation. While others build products and hope for customers, Sam pre-sells before he builds anything. This ensures product market fit from day one. 3. Focus on outcomes, not features. Sam didn't sell consulting courses. He sold transformations. His students didn't just learn, they earned. That focus on results created incredible word-of-mouth growth. 4. Think horizontally, not just vertically. Instead of optimizing one business forever, Sam built his expertise in business systems and applied it to completely different markets. There's 5. Bet on trends, not fads. Sam saw that traditional education was failing and community-based learning was the future. He sold his successful business to position himself at the center of that shift. So what's Sam Ovens really worth today? The financial answer might surprise you. Around $10 million, less than his peak Forbes estimate of $65 million. But that tells you everything you need to know about how Sam thinks. He traded short-term wealth for long-term positioning. While his old business generated $40 million annually, School is growing exponentially with backing from Alex Hormozi, one of the most successful business investors of our generation. Early signs suggest School could become far bigger than Consulting.com ever was. Sam didn't just build a consulting empire. He built the skills to build empires. And those skills are worth far more than any single business. The college dropout who started in his parents' garage didn't just escape the corporate world. He created an entirely new model for how education and community can work together. The real question isn't whether Sam Ovens built a $10 million empire. It's whether you're ready to think like someone who's built multiple empires and is just getting started. If Sam's story changed how you think about business and failure, hit that like button and subscribe for more real entrepreneurship stories that actually matter. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest takeaway from Sam's journey? Because I read every single comment, and the best insights often come from you. See you in the next one.